after a graph is made and we can see the pretty picture on it, we also have to do an interpretation. Just exactly what does that mean? What does that picture mean? When we're taking the correlation between the x and the y axis on an actual picture of a graph, we have to interpret the meaning of the correlation. And it's usually done like this. The lines themselves are going up and down and sideways. When a line on a graph goes upward, we call that a positive slope. There's a positive slope to this line. If the line is going downward, this is showing a negative slope. These are important points to note when you're looking at a graph to interpret the meaning of it. You can also have a line going sideways like that. And obviously they go in both directions too. This one is called a zero slope or no slope. If you were parking a car, you'd certainly want to have something, you'd have to park it on a flat surface. You wouldn't have to use an emergency brake for this one. But if you were parking on a hill that was with the car pointing upward, you probably want to use your emergency brake. And if you were parking on a hill that was sloping downward, the front of your car was pointing downward, again, you would want to put your parking brake on. So we have a positive slope going upward, a negative slope. If you were on a pair of crutches, you'd probably want this with no slope at all. That would be the easiest way to get around. Your steps going upward is a positive. If you're going up a flight of steps, it's a negative slope if you're walking down the steps. You could also have a line that would be parallel to the y-axis. So that would be straight up and down. And this is what's called undefined. An undefined slope is basically walking off the edge of the cliff. Ah! You wouldn't want to be in a vehicle or on a pair of crutches for that. So we have positive and negative slope, no slope, and undefined.